I got these ringside seats.
And now it's Terrence Bud Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound best in the world, fighting out of Nebraska, USA, one of the greatest of all time. It's the Mexican monster, David Benavidez.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Omaha, Nebraska, here is the acclaimed 3-division world champion and 2-division undisputed champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Phoenix, Arizona, an all-action, exciting 2-division champion of the world, known as the Mexican Monster, David Benavidez.
An open-air outdoors. You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. This fight has a real good flow to it. There's a counter shot. Only catching air with that hook. Nice counter shot. Both of these athletes' gas tanks are going to be tested. Endurance will be the key on an afternoon like this one.
This is taking boxing back to its roots. Outside, where you've got the crowd there, you can hear everything. You've got the breeze of the wind. You've got the heat of the sun. You know when you're doing this? Your feet are on fire. They're on fire in the ring.
That counter shot lands. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They exchange punches. They both want the... Oh, wait a minute! David Benavidez might be ready to go. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not... You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. I don't care how good your chin is. A punch like that, and you're going down.
Where did that...
1, 2...
Wable.
Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, if this trainer has a pep talk, now's the time to use it as they were dropped 12. Here we go for round 2. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Beautiful count. It's survival time for David Benavidez. We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be... Oh, wait a minute! The Mexican Monster's in trouble. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage.
They're starting to make mistakes.
There's the bell for round 3. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. Will get knocked out. Well done with that counter shot. A perfect counter shot. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. And the Mexican Monster might be ready to finally go down. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Holding nothing back here in the round. How about that time counter shot? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
The bell's...
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it. Did you see that? David Benavidez might be ready to go. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Stamina is off the charts.
Come on, man.
Mexican Monster is
Get those.
down. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
Even I... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Swab lip. Yeah.
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Neither fighter willing to slow down. And it's survival time for David Benavidez. No, we don't see a knockdown.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Let's talk about Benavidez. There's the bell to start round 5. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
Sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight, it's the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting them...
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. The Mexican monster's in trouble. They've avoided catastrophe there.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
A very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Incredible work rate. A perfect counter lands. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? And the Mexican monster might be ready to finally go down. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Got caught sleeping on the job.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Breathe.
Let's start the 6th. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Those counter punches have to hurt. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brains.
Nope, that jab not going to score. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
Shot from the...
Squabble up, cuz! Thought you were doing some bitch-ass nigga? Yeah, nigga. Fuck out of here, bitch.
I'm a Russian, I'm a fighter, I am everything you fear. Ask your questions, I'm the answer. cause I'm good to take it. Really hoping that you lose. I'm really hoping that you choose. That I'm teaching like in school. That I'm really about to use. I'm a fighter. I am everything you feel. Ask your questions. I'm the answer. I'm the whispers in your ear. When the light starts flashing for you, expectations loud and clear. I'm aggression. I'm a fighter. I am everything you fear.
We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham, and next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's Manny. It's the Pac-Man. How intimidating. El Nino de Oro, Jorge Linares, fighting out of Venezuela and Japan. He won his first.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of...
You can tell both of these fighters.
Squab lip. Yeah.
One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Perfect counter shot. Got him there. The jab not finding its target. So much pre-hype surrounding this fight, the fans are on the edge of their seats.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. It's all offense all the time. Which fighter will say no mas? The bravery being shown here is just incredible. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance without...
Here we go for round two. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter is a swarmer. They're like a mosquito that just won't leave you alone, except this mosquito can knock you out with one punch.
You are fighting the swarmer. Be smart, be sharp, concentrate, but you've got to be confident. Do not dance his dance, because that swarmer, once you do that, you're giving the man a chance that shouldn't have one.
Nice counter. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? figure out the combination to this safe.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Do not throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
A perfect counter lands. Good counter punch. Talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Every second.
Let's get it started in round 3. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
How about that time counter shot? Hook misses. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Straight right just misses. Going to punch himself out, though. Punch, counter punch. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That counter shot lands. Exchange punches. That uppercut misses. Straight right just misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last fight. Back at it in round 4. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Counter punch. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Perfect punch. And forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Misses with that uppercut. He threw a punch and just got countered. Tried to score with the uppercut. Having a hard time finding a home. Hold that thought! Pacquiao is rocked. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Wow, you know what? I've been in front.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when he catch you.
Miss with that jab. Those counter punches have to hurt. Nice counter shot. Is Pacquiao going to go down after that shot? How did they survive that?
Defense is everything, because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. It's nothing but air on that left uppercut. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. Well, let's start the sixth. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
No doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Holding nothing back here in the round. And he scores with the counter. And down goes Pacquiao. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are you okay?
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
He's got to waste time. Get stuck behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points for losing the round.
So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure. Here we go. It's round 7. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Tried to score with a jab. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
That's another scoring shot. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Nope, that hook won't score. And that body shot folded him like an old T-shirt.
You're right, Todd. What?
Squab love, cuz. All that shit for nothing, nigga. I be playing with you niggas, bro.
Congratulations.
Tiring niggas out just to rope a dope you niggas to come and knock you niggas out, cuz.
I'm here.
Stop playing with the low, cuz.